General Hospital will reveal after a heartbreaking breakup with TJ, Molly returns to her mother Alexis's home, carrying a deep sadness and hoping that this place will bring her comfort and peace. But the house, once her warm haven, has now become a constant reminder of painful memories. Every room, every little corner carries traces of her previous life, from the family photos on the walls to the dining table where the family used to sit and laugh together. These beautiful memories have now turned into sharp blades cutting deep into Molly's heart, making her feel emptier and more lost than ever. She tries to suppress her pain to avoid worrying her mother, but Alexis's eyes always follow her daughter with concern. Alexis understands that Molly is enduring far more than she can express, but all her efforts to comfort her seem inadequate to pull her daughter out of the shadows. However, Kristina's presence in the house makes the situation even more tense. The relationship between Molly and Kristina has been seriously fractured since the loss of the child Kristina was carrying as a surrogate. Although Molly has tried to let go and accept that it was merely a tragic accident, Kristina cannot forgive herself. She lives under the heavy weight of guilt and always feels blamed, even if no one says so directly. The tension between the two sisters becomes more evident as they avoid eye contact and rarely speak. Each time they are forced to face each other, the atmosphere in the house becomes suffocating, and Alexis finds herself caught in the middle, trying to keep the peace but powerless in the face of the immense pain both are carrying. As for TJ, he isn't doing any better. After the breakup with Molly, he feels abandoned and adrift. Memories of their past life and the future plans he once envisioned with Molly are now just shattered dreams. TJ tries to move on, but the pain and anger haunt him, especially when he sees Molly seemingly moving past the loss that he still can't accept. One evening, TJ goes to Charlie's pub to seek solace in alcohol. There, he unexpectedly meets Kristina, who is also trying to drown her feelings of abandonment and disappointment. Both, in their wounded states, begin talking. They share their pain and suppressed emotions that no one in the family truly understands. The alcohol becomes a catalyst, momentarily soothing their loneliness but clouding their judgment. In their drunken state, overlapping emotions of anger, pain, and despair explode, leading to an irreparable mistake. TJ and Kristina cross the line, creating a dark secret between them. That night, they find brief solace in each other, but when they wake up the next morning, both are shocked and deeply regretful. Kristina, already burdened by guilt over the loss of the baby, now has a new worry to bear. TJ, on the other hand, feels paralyzed by his actions and the consequences they might bring. Both quickly agree to keep this a secret, vowing never to let it come to light. They know that if the truth is revealed, not only will Molly's relationship with them be destroyed, but the entire Davis family could face complete collapse. Yet, this secret, though carefully hidden, becomes a haunting shadow over TJ and Kristina, threatening to destroy their lives with each passing moment. However, such a secret is not easily kept. Molly, being sensitive and observant, begins to notice small but unusual changes in Kristina and TJ's behavior. Their avoiding glances, tense voices, and unnatural silences make Molly feel that something is wrong. The disjointed pieces of various situations slowly lead her to suspicion. At first, Molly tries to dismiss it, convincing herself that it's just her imagination, but the growing sense of unease becomes impossible to ignore. When the truth finally comes to light, it explodes like a bomb, leaving irreparable pain and devastation. Molly falls into a state of shock, anguish, and utter rage. She feels as though her world has collapsed beneath her. Her former lover, whom she trusted and relied on, has betrayed her in a way she never could have imagined. But even more painful is the betrayal by her own sister, whom she once considered an indispensable part of her life. The combination of pain and fury leaves Molly unable to control herself. She unleashes her wrath on both Kristina and TJ, accusing them of not only destroying her relationship but also deeply wounding the Davis family to its core. Molly's anger is not merely a momentary emotion, it is the culmination of a series of accumulated wounds. She cannot forgive Kristina for doing something so unforgivable, and as for TJ, Molly feels he has utterly ruined what was left of their once beautiful relationship. The Davis family, already having endured so many trials, now plunges deeper into crisis. Every meal, every gathering becomes a battlefield of accusations, tense silences, and unending tears. Alexis, who has always tried to keep her family united, now finds herself in an impossible position. She stands between her two daughters, each carrying their own unhealed wounds and irreconcilable stubbornness. Alexis does everything she can to mend their relationship, but her efforts seem like drops in the ocean. Kristina feels overwhelmed by the weight of her compounded mistakes, from losing the baby to the wrongful relationship with TJ. The guilt weighs heavily on her, making it nearly impossible for her to face herself, let alone Molly or anyone else in the family. TJ, for his part, cannot escape his feelings of guilt either. He is trapped between remorse and his complicated emotions for Kristina, something he himself cannot clearly explain. While he tries to justify it as a drunken mistake, his feelings for Kristina become increasingly evident, complicating everything further. TJ realizes that his feelings for Kristina are not fleeting, but accepting this would mean confronting Molly and the Davis family, something he isn't sure he can do. The three are caught in an emotional whirlwind where no one can emerge unscathed. Feeling unable to stay in Port Charles any longer, Molly begins considering leaving the city to rebuild her life elsewhere, away from painful memories and the people who have hurt her. Meanwhile, Kristina and TJ are left behind, tangled in chaotic emotions and relationships that can never return to how they were. Alexis, once again, faces her greatest fear, losing the bond between the people she loves most. As the Davis family faces the risk of complete disintegration, Alexis has no choice but to continue fighting, even when everything seems beyond saving. But will the love of family be strong enough to heal such deep wounds, or will these scars remain forever? The Davis family now stands on the brink of an uncertain future, where every decision could lead to unforeseen consequences. Undoubtedly, the upcoming developments on General Hospital will bring surprising twists that keep fans glued to their screens. The complex story between Molly, Kristina, and TJ not only adds to the drama but also opens up new conflicts within the Davis family. The battle between Molly and Kristina, rooted in deep pain and betrayal, will not end easily. Instead, it could become an everlasting flame, igniting ever-growing tensions. Intriguing questions remain unanswered. Will Molly find the strength to forgive or choose to leave Port Charles for good? Will TJ discover the right path for his heart? And what will Kristina do to face the consequences of her wrong choices? Don't miss the upcoming episodes to witness new twists in this emotional story, where each character struggles with their secrets, pain, and desires. Stay tuned to feel the compelling allure of the Davis family's ups and downs and the surprises only General Hospital can deliver.